Whew. So we go from 33 degrees days for like almost a week, and then to this miserable weather. And it's really miserable weather. It's not even something you can actually, just go do stuff, because who cares? It's so sad. Ugh. Anyway, I am finally getting out of Dodge, heading out of Calgary today. I'm going to go to Saskatoon. It's a funky name. And hopefully the weather stays here and it gets clear there. But I just did hear from the lady in Denny's, which is pretty good, mind you, that the weather pattern seems to follow that direction. It's like, dang it, is it going to just follow me all the way to Saskatoon? So I'm going to give it a go, because I'm heading that direction anyway. And if it's raining, it's raining. If it's not, it's not. It's not like I've got anything planned today. It's just a drive day. But I decided that I'm going to leave without the Starlink. So Starlink were kind enough to send me all the peripheral stuff, but not the dish itself. And Akshay at UPS has been kind enough to say he'll post it to wherever I happen to be when it finally arrives. At the moment, it's still saying it's not even picked up. So it could turn up any day. Could turn up in a month. Could turn up after I got back to Australia. Who knows? That would absolutely suck. But anyway, what else has it got going on here? I got quite a few things done in the back. Yesterday I took out a bucket load of timber again, and which was really handy. I put up the curtains the other day, which is good. So I now don't hit my head on the curtain rails. And what else is there that I've done? Just like little things, like I'll show you. Get you off that Magnum out. So this door frame is not original, right? There used to be like 2 bus doors there, and the previous owner has taken out and put this caravan door in, which is fine, but it's a freaking shorty, so I keep hitting my head on that. Whereas I was supposed to hit my head up there if I was, so I don't know. And I'm leaving it, I'm not changing it. But it was just full of like holes and stuff where he's just drilled 1,000 times, and it wasn't nice and all this kind of stuff. So I've puttied it all up, and I'm just going to give it a bit of a lick of paint. And I've gone and got sample pots of paint color, because I don't need a lot. So up there, like I've got light gray to match that. I've got medium gray to match that. And I've got really dark gray down the bottom to match down the bottom. Hopefully it comes up okay. So that's a plan I'm going to do, but not in the wet, because it will take forever to dry. And the inside of that door, which is beautiful wood grain brown, I am considering changing as well. Just to, like, since I've got the paint, I'm wondering if I paint it black, just to, make it look a bit nicer. Anyway, that's what I'm going to be doing. Got to get the fuel efficiency back up, because driving through town has certainly lowered my fuel range. When I drove to Banff the other day, I did 400 kilometers on half a tank, and I'm roughly around about 250 kilometers, and I'm pretty close to half a tank, so I really chewed it just driving around town. But now I'm on the highway, I'm hoping that I have a much better fuel efficiency moving forward. So please, Calgary cannot be like Hotel California. I don't want to be stuck here. I'll just fly home. If I can't get out of Calgary, screw it. Screw you, Canada. I'm flying home. I'll just leave everything behind with a note signing over the car. Have at it. If you can get out of this city, good luck to you. I think I'm in the northern suburbs. I think. And I can't see a tree, like a couple of little scatters here and there, but it's just houses. High density housing, like ridiculous. All this land around you and you've got high density housing. And very few trees. No wonder the place is on fire. Plant trees, people.
In 3 kilometers, take exit 68
Exit 68. I'm presently on the Trans-Canada Highway, and I'm trying to get off that so I can actually see something of Canada. But alas, it is a little grey. And the other thing I don't understand is people's choice of colour of houses. That's really strange to me. I don't know. In Australia, right, we very rarely have coloured houses. And I don't mean like coloured as in like, you know, people of colour. I mean bright blue, bright yellow. 68, here we go. I'm taking an exit. Wow, big fella's over 100 kilometers an hour. Impressed. The speed limit here is whatever you feel like it, just so you know.
In 800 meters, take exit 68 for Country Hills Boulevard.
Man, it's hard to hear that over the rain. It's like a lot of rain. At least big fella's getting a wash. I didn't get to wash it last night, so that's a positive. All right, exit 68.
Take exit 68 and take the Country Hills Boulevard ramp.
Country Hills Boulevard. It's better than going to the Stony Creek Southeast North ramp. No kidding, look it up. That's a true thing. I'm pretty sure it's Stony Creek.
Take the Country Hills Boulevard ramp.
And there's a lot of flooding around too, I've noticed. Which is good for Calgary because, for those who don't know, Calgary has actually gone into major water restrictions because they're, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Calgarians, there was a major water pipe burst or something, and it's been going on for a long time, like a couple of months, and they've lost a lot of water. So some places are on like such water restrictions they're going to truck waters in to like suburbs. There's just no water. So that is a good thing that it's raining so hard here in Calgary. I'm not dissing that at all. Oh, but it's nice to be off the highway. Oh, and for those wondering, you know, concerned traveling alone, all that kind of stuff, I don't give a crap about traveling alone and safety and all that stuff. It is what it is. If my time's up, my time's up. That's just how I look at it, right? But I don't accept the time up for big fella. So I did... Wow, that was a quick stop. Luckily, I have a feature to slow down with the engine brakes. But I did get an AMA? The Automotive Association, or what it was called, which covers me in Canada and North America, well, just all of North America, right? USA and Canada. But the good thing is it gives me free towing. I got the Premier RV version because it is the size of the vehicle, and that means I get a truck pick me up instead of just a regular tow truck. I get a truck, which is really important. But I get also, because I got the Premier version, I think it's 300 kilometers of towing, which I'm pretty confident is going to cover for most things. And there's a few other benefits too, which I don't care about, but there's mainly the towing is what I need. Yeah, and I have a sticker on the back, so I can hold it up there on the dashboard, and I don't have to go looking for that card in a wallet that I barely carry with me. So it's just on the dash. It's always with the vehicle. Good to go. But I am very excited. I believe I am officially out of Calgary, which is, thank God. I mean, it started to grow on me, funny enough, Calgary. I can see why Matthew at Van Life Plus stays there. I mean, like, I know personally why Matthew stays there, but like for his daughter, but he could also go anywhere. Do you know what I mean? Like the south side of Calgary, I find much better than the north side of Calgary. And the Fish Creek Park that he goes to, yeah, it's really good. I mean, I got to do a lot of work on the van at Fish Creek Park, so I'm okay with that. But I'm really glad to be on my way out because I wanted to get to New York sometime this year. Be nice to. I have a few people I want to stop and see. So on the Canada side, I don't know anybody, not even, well, I should rephrase that. I know people in Canada, but they're all that way. Vancouver Island, well, back in Calgary. And I actually don't know anybody east of Calgary, right, in Canada. So this is completely fresh, completely new. I won't see anyone, right? Anyone I know anyway, unless I meet them along the way. Oh, I suppose I did meet one person, the guy called Jonathan I met, who helped me immensely. Thank you, Jonathan. We had some really good discussions that I get passionate about. He doesn't give a shit about. I don't care. I get passionate about. And anyway, I am very grateful to you, Jonathan, for your assistance in getting rid of the big cargo box that was on the back of the van and cutting off the framework for that, and a few other things, helping me with tools and stuff like that. Very kind of you. You didn't have to, and I appreciate that assistance. And so he is from, wow, this is testing my memory for a second. East. East somewhere. Toronto, I think. From memory, Toronto. Anyway, so I don't know where he went because we went on different directions, and but we hung out for about 3 days, which was nice, and it took my mind off my stresses because I was getting stressed being stuck in Calgary waiting for stuff. And anyway, I don't know where he went, but he lives in Toronto. So I guess I do know somebody on the east side. Wow, that was hardcore. So my plan, as you know, my plans is I'm just going to go east as far as I can go, hit the ocean, turn around, come back. That's it. If I have time and money, I am hoping that I can squeeze another flight in somewhere. If I can. It really does depend on a lot of factors. But it would be really, really cool if I could. It will really come down to a friend of mine, Martin, and his schedule. And I asked him what he was doing in October, which is now September, so next month. And he's going to be in Egypt for most of it. Yeah, get out of my way. He's going to be in Egypt most of it. So, well, that blows that, right? So...
A quick message from my master. His new horror novel, Moloch, is now available on Amazon, and picking up a copy is the best way to support his writing. It's dark, unsettling, and easily the strongest work he's released so far. But if buying books isn't an option, people can still listen to his stories for free over on the Ashler Press channel. Link in the description, starting with Dark Matter, the first book in the mythos. However they choose to dive in, he's genuinely grateful for the support. And for the sycophants who want to delve even further, over on Patreon you can pre-read and provide feedback on his third, yet unpublished masterpiece, 86,400. Death Comes for Us All, Even Death. A philosophical novel about death itself. Now, let's return to his One Aussie's Adventure flashback video featuring the socially awkward human himself. Trust me, that part's not acting.
Whee! The views here would be absolutely stunning if it wasn't so misty. But I'm hoping that this was not a mistake. The sat nav sent me down this road to get to where I'm going, and it's a bit muddy. Even that four-wheel drive back there lost his traction coming up, and I'm no four-wheel drive, so I'm just praying that when I come through this, I don't know where I am. It's all of a sudden a very different environment to what I was just in that kind of prairie kind of view. This seems to be a little rocky. Also, when you're driving on these back roads, you tend to see less people. Which for me is just perfect. I'm not a people person, really. I put on a show that I am, but I'm not really a people person. I nervously talk. Sometimes gibberish, sometimes stupid stuff. The occasional intellectual thought comes into my brain. But with anyone, so I'll just put it out there. Anyone who's ever spoken to me in anything more than a hello, just know that I'm a nervous talker. And my natural default would be to be alone. And some people might look at that or hear me say that and go, "Pah, Ian, like you're always talking, always outgoing, always kind of be telling a joke, telling a story. Sometimes just talking for the sake of talking." But in reality, yeah, it's just nervous talking. So I apologize to anyone out there who has to deal with that. And one thing I've learned over the last couple of days, I definitely prefer my isolation. I'm not a fan with the way the world is going. I can do my part. I can vote. I can, participate in civic duties. I can, be kinder to people, help people. I love helping people. I love seeing the relief on their face when something I can do to help them, whether it be financially or whether it be me helping them. The look of relief on their face gives me a lot of joy. And contrary to some people's belief, I'm actually quite capable. I know how to do a lot of shit, and I might be an office boy, but I'm also very resourceful. I just don't show it to a lot of people. But those who know me the best, who really know me, know there's nothing stands in my way between me and what I want to do. And I will find a way, I will find a solution to solve a problem, and I will get the job done. I'm not afraid of hard work. I do get my hands dirty a lot, but I also know when somebody else is better at a task than I am, I'm more than happy to accept that help. I just won't ask for it. This is Carolside Reservoir. The wind is howling so much, it's like bloody, it's tidal or something. Now, I don't like doing this normally, but I got a choice of two spots, here next to this poor sod, or over there next to that poor sod. I'm going to come here because there's that sculpture I want to have a quick squiz at. And hopefully it comes out okay. Come with me. Ugh. I hope the... Oh, goodness. Whew. Let's see what's going on here. Look at that beautiful lake. Miserable's weather. It's a dinosaur. See, this is why I don't go in frickin' bodies of water. That thing probably lived in there. I don't believe you're extinct, mister. All right. Come on, big fella. Let's go. You're looking quite tired next to that ProMaster back there. Oh. Well, this morning I'm just going to get some cereal sorted. Not going to do too much. I was trying to figure out if I put this little saw up here, but I'm wondering it's going to swing and bang and carry around. So I'll have to figure out some other place for that. This blade belongs up there. Drill now belongs down here. And the other thing I was organising was, well, up here I store, like there's an extra bed up here. I don't need the extra bed, right? It's just me. So, and I know that one would argue future resale, if you will, having the bed would be good. So I thought of a different solution. Let me show you. So up in here, there's this big bed. It's got a very thin mattress, which I'm going to throw away because God knows where, what, how, why. And he also covered the timber in this fabric. It's dangerous to do this. Don't do this because it needs to breathe, right? And so moisture from your body comes through the mattress, which it does automatically. It just can't help it, you know, through sweat or whatever. Then gets onto this, it then rots and mold will form. So it's not great. It looks nice, but it's not great at all. It's a terrible idea to line your bed with fabric like this, right? He stapled it on. You can see, there it is. So I don't know how long it's been here for, anything like that, but it is a trap for black mold. So anyway, the plan is I want to still have the bed down here. I couldn't see squat. So you notice that the last light is here and there's no lighting in here. So it's quite dark. I mean, besides the hatch and that hatch there, but at night time it's quite dark. That light is not connected, so no point relying on that, and neither is that one. I do have a spare one of these lights, so I'm thinking about installing it here, and so that way it has light over the bed. Anyway, instead of having this big double bed, which makes it really tight under here, it's like a cubby, but I roll over, I can hit my head. It's quite happened often. What I thought I'd do is get this out the way for a second. Oh, Christmas. Good to know. Coming. See it? Full of random stuff. Along this line here, I'm going to cut all this out. So this will be all open, so I can sit up in bed, I can roll over and whatever. But this side here will be like a cot. So if there's like a, you know, 2 adults and a child, the child can easily sleep this way. It's probably 5 feet. So it's certainly big enough for a kid to sleep up there. And that way they've got a bunk without impacting downstairs. Although, you know, the big kid in me thinks this is really cool. It's really impractical. Because this is what it's like. So this is what it's like in here, right? There's not a lot of room. So I can just put my 2 feet on top of each other and it's just missing the top of the bed. So yes, in a lot of ways, it's a little bit like a cubby, and I'm okay with that in you know, some respect. But the amount of times I've hit my head on this because it's so close, or when I've turned over my shoulder, you know, when you've got a half jump, I keep hitting it. So I've decided this is going to go. So I've successfully cut up and around. So now I'm just on the plywood, right? Something stuck. What's stuck under there? Nothing. It's not the straightest line, but it's straighter for me. Yeah. Get down on the floor. Whew. There's a bit more dust up there than I expected. Good thing I put that sheet down. Well, a bit of a mess in here, but I've done it. See, this is the goal I had. I think this looks much nicer. Still got to fix up what I'm going to do up here. I don't know if you heard me or not, because I don't know what happened to my mic. I've got to find what I've done with it. It's fallen off somewhere. So I've salvaged this piece of timber, right? Didn't cut it, just unscrewed it. It was a bit tricky. I had to get a tenon saw to cut that off so I didn't damage the window, the shroud on the window. And so what I've done is, you can see how it's got no support here. And it's, oh, look, to be honest, it'll be fine, right? If I sat on it, it won't be fine. But a kid, yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this. Oh, you hate all that fabric I've got to get rid of. Stick that in there. And in here somehow. Yeah, man, you can do it. I don't know why you wouldn't. How about you just sit there so you can see what's going on a little bit better without me wobbling around. There. So I'd rather it be nice and tight than loose. So I'll put this here. That angle bracket will go right across the front there. I'll screw it down as well. And that'll provide, so I'll screw it in here, and I'll screw it in from the back this way into this stud here. I was going to get rid of the stud, but it actually holds it up all this end, but it also goes right down into the base of the bed. So for me to move this stud over, I had to reconfigure the whole bottom bed. I didn't want to do that, so I'm just going to leave it. It's not really that big of a deal. And yeah, it's just not pretty, but you know, what can you do? I could have come this side, but it would have meant this was out here further protruding, and I wanted, like, that would have given me less room here. So now I can get a what do you call it, like a backrest pillow and sit here. This is quite comfortable. So I'm looking forward to this. Got a nice cross breeze between these two windows. There's a few other things I'm going to tidy up that I don't like. I was going to get rid of this wall, this timber paneling, and go back to the carpet that was there. But on closer inspection, it looks like he's spray foamed a lot of it, so I'm not going to bother. I think if anything, I'll just paint it, right? So far, that's pretty good. It's also allowed the light from up there to come in here, so it's not so dark anymore. I may not need to put a light in the back here. I still might, but I might not need to. Yeah. So I'm hoping that things will improve my sleep significantly. But let's find that microphone, because that is going to annoy me. that's pretty much it for this episode of what not to do. I've now got to find out what I'm going to do with this and in the mattress and a few other things. But I feel pretty good. Feel pretty good about it. Looking forward to it. All right, I'm gonna stop here. Otherwise, I'm just gonna keep going. All right, see you soon.